Guys, I'm back home and I have found conclusive data that Bitcoin is so close to hit $100,000. And I will show you exactly what I have found today. And of course, we're going to talk about a shitload of altcoins that are about to rip your face off. Let's go. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in here. I am finally back home, as you can see. Sorry, my hair looks a little bit messy because it was actually raining like crazy outside when I came back. But at the same time, the market is pumping, and that is the best thing about this Saturday here right now. And I can tell you, I have a shitload of coins that I found that will pull something like Ripple did yesterday and today. Unfortunately, I missed that move, but I'm also not really a huge fan of Ripple, so I'm always like on the edge with it. You know, I'm like, one side I regret, on the other side I'm like, it's a shit coin, you know. So I have some coins like that where I really don't care what's really happening with them. Of course, when I see that they pump like 50%, 6% a single day, I'm not really liking that, you know, that I missed out on that, but that's part of life, you know. So, and today I finally can see, while I am looking at the charts, what you guys are writing here. So this is really important for me. So I see we have almost 100 people here. Guys, the people that are here, smash the like button. We need to obliterate the like button that more people see the video, guys. Really, really important. Come throw up the likes button here as much as we can, and we're gonna jump here now first into the CME chart, because currently with the current Bitcoin price action we will get a nice CME gap, and that means here Friday we closed at $92,260 yesterday, and we will open, if we would tomorrow still be trading around here, the $90,500 or $800, wherever it is. I did not check for 5 minutes where the price right now is, but kind of here around that level. So it's a $1,600 gap. That, in my opinion, will get filled by tomorrow, Monday. And that means the Bitcoin price has to move up to close that gap. From there, we're going to get then continuation into first $96,000 and then $100,000. And I'm going to show you why we're going to need that stop at 96 before we get to 100. So, but I want to show you right now, before we go into the Bitcoin chart, why we are that close to get 100,000 plus for Bitcoin. So, and one of the reasons for that is that it's actually a combination of multiple reasons. They are all weaved into each other. So, and the first reason is that Bitcoin balances on exchanges are drying up like crazy for a really, really long time already. So I want you to have a look at this here. In July, on the 31st, that is when a massive push here to the downside started across all exchanges. So right now, they on exchanges are roughly 3 million Bitcoin still in circulation. So you think, okay, 3 million, that is quite a lot. It's actually not a lot, because what a lot of people are not factoring in is how much Bitcoins are getting currently bought. But this is also not the main driver for the price right now. This is one of the drivers. The other driver is the blocks that are daily getting produced and how much Bitcoins are in every block reward. Right now, it's 6.25 Bitcoin. Here currently, we are only producing 145 blocks per day, now multiplied with 6.25 Bitcoins that are rewarded for each block. That makes roughly 900 Bitcoins per day that are only coming fresh to the market. There is no more to get your hands on. Only 900 are getting produced every single day. So if you now calculate this for the whole month, that's around 27,000 Bitcoins that are getting produced every single month until the next halving, and then this amount is again decreasing. So, and the main reason why the Bitcoin price is going up is institutions buying it all up. They are buying like crazy, and if you understand supply and demand, then you know if there is a really, really small supply, but there's huge demand, what needs to happen? Price has to go up and make people attracted to separate themselves from that asset. And that can only happen if you drive prices up. Because if Bitcoin stays where it is, nobody wants really to sell it. You know, they rather wait that prices go higher. They make a profit, or they make a shit ton of profit, then cash out and do whatever they want with it, and the Bitcoin's changing their hands. So, but the now you will understand, with declining amounts on exchanges, plus only 900 Bitcoin coming every day into circulation, and institutions buying at a level that we have never seen before, is absolutely unprecedented. That is a super explosive cocktail that now slowly starts to show its effects on the Bitcoin chart. Because me and my friends, we were talking about this for like the last 2 years. We said for the last even 3 years, I think. I cannot remember. It was 3-4 years ago when I said to some friends for the first time, when the institutions are coming in and the supply shock is kicking in, it's game over. Bitcoin will be beyond $100,000. So now, when you look how much the ETFs bought only here in the last 15 days, if you calculate this all together, this is almost double than what the miners are producing every month. Even if you take into account the outflows, it's still roughly double than what the miners are producing. So what do you think, where there are not 450 per day? Really? Did I miss one halving? How many Bitcoins are mined per day right now? No, it's 900. I knew I did not get this wrong. So because it's always the produced blocks multiplied the block reward, that is the total amount that gets into circulation every day. So the point is, the other half that the institutions are buying has to come from somewhere, because they cannot get it from the miners if they actually buy directly from the miners. So where do they get the other half from? So they have to go to exchanges. There is no other way to get coins than to go to exchanges. Hence, and now the institutions, they are storing all their Bitcoins with Coinbase. So, and Coinbase, the institutional side, is technically not a normal exchange holding, because it's a custody arm of the exchange. So that's why it's off the balance sheet of all exchanges, even though they are sitting like a shit ton of them. So and that means the balance on exchanges will keep decreasing, which then, on the other hand, will keep driving the price up. So, and this will keep going, guys. This will keep going. Of course, we're going to get corrections along the way. Of course, we're going to see pullbacks. But overall, gradually, we only see prices going higher and higher. So now, while we are so close to the $100,000 level, that's something that I also mentioned yesterday already. The Bitcoin price will slowly, or even it can also happen with an impulse, but right now it looks like Bitcoin wants to do it slowly creeping up to the $100,000 level, which is, on the other hand, really, really healthy. Something that I also forgot is retail also wants their chunk of Bitcoin, because here on Google Trends today, when this dot plot is finally materializing from a dotted line into a plot, then you see we are at 66%. We have not been on these levels since May 2021. We were never above 66 on Google Trends since the bull market in 2021, and we just got started. So that means retail is also coming in and wants their chunk of Bitcoin right now again, because they were, again, like every single time in the bear market, not willing to buy in a bear market. They always buy when Bitcoin hits a new all-time high. Naruto, thank you really much for the £5. I will get to Tao when we talk about altcoins, but thank you really much for the £5 that you sent me there. So now, when we're going into the Bitcoin chart, I'm going to show you here in a moment why we are going to hit really soon, potentially next week, $100,000 for Bitcoin. So we start off with the 12-hourly chart. Here, really nice indicators have completely cooled down here. The stochastic is here at the bottom, gave currently a buy signal, but because we are going here sideways, currently under the resistance of $91,800 roughly here, we are turning down again. I would actually ignore that, because we are just struggling here in that range from 90,450 to 91,800 to break through. But once we are breaking through, we are off to the races. And also really quickly into an all-time high at that moment in time. So here, this consolidation phase that we are seeing currently here in that overall range from 87 to $91,700 is also really healthy for continuation for Bitcoin for the next leg here to the upside. Here, the only thing that's concerning me on the 12-hourly chart is that the Bitcoin price did not yet come back down to the EMA ribbon to touch the ribbon, to test the ribbon as support. So this is still missing here. So there's multiple ways how this can play out. The best case scenario is that the Bitcoin price just goes sideways and the EMA ribbon catches up. And then at the moment where we are touching the ribbon, we are close to $90,000 or even already over $90,000 with the EMA ribbon. And then it doesn't really hurt us that much anymore when that move to the downside comes with the into the EMA ribbon, because currently a move to $85,000 almost here is 7% move or a 6% move to the downside in one single day. A lot of people will get wrecked in that move. We all know it. We all know it. So that's why we don't want to see a move like that. So now, when we are going into the 1-hourly chart, we have clearly broken out of that falling wedge pattern. Now we are consolidating above that resistance of former resistance of $90,158. Here again, you see clearly that here is a big resistance level, but the indicators are about to bottom out. We don't have yet. No, there's no bullish divergence, unfortunately, on the 1-hourly chart. So, but I'm not really concerned about this. So just that you know, the target here, the initial target of the falling wedge is always the top of the falling wedge, and that would bring us back to $93,300 approximately. So now on the MDX algo gradient, so here you see already on the Fibonacci extensions, the $96,000 level. Here also exactly what we were talking about is playing out. We now enter again a purplish colored phase and sitting at the golden ratio currently. So as long as Bitcoin can hold the golden ratio, we're going to get continuation here to the upside. And also the MDX algo reactor indicator. Also here you see exactly what I said, that we will come down here and then turn up and get continuation, and because every single time when we come out of a red phase, turn purplish and not blue. So here normally it should have turned blue, like over here. You see how quick that happened from purple into blue. We get continuation back to the upside, and in the meantime the price is just consolidating a little bit before we get the next leg to the upside. So the next technical target on the Fibonacci extensions is here the 1.618, $97,700 roughly on the high side, and on the low side $96,880. Here, once we are getting above that level and flip this into support, the next stop is over $100,000. So again, I believe that this can happen as soon as next week. I don't know what you guys always have with my microphone, because it is already turned on really. Yeah, the volume is already turned up quite loudly, so I think you guys need other devices, because I checked it. When the stream stops, I go back, look at the video, how the sound is. If you have an iPhone, you're fine, so I don't know. So on all Apple products, it's fine, also on my TV, my TV is not an Apple product. I actually don't know what the TV in my living room is, from which brand it is from. Also there I checked, so you need better devices, guys, if you cannot hear me clearly, or you need to turn up the volume. But let's continue here. On the weekly chart, we have broken out of that broadening falling wedge here. Here, the most important thing for me right now on this weekly chart is that we close above $89,000. If we close above here, then by next week's candle, this is what I would love to see for Bitcoin, is that we actually pump here higher first to 96, or even touch $100,000. It doesn't matter. So actually, no, $100,000 would be bad in that scenario. So I would like to see 96. 96, then we come back down and create a wick here on the bottom side. And the weekly candle closes in red somewhere, I would say around $93,000. So why do I want a red candle for next week? I'm going to explain it to you. It's really, it will make sense to you. So if we get a red candle next week in that shape, so let me actually draw this out. So the candle would, me and my drawing skills. So don't know why does it turn up to be? So here, something like this, the body a little bit more. Come on. So kind of like this is the candle that I want to see for next week. And then the following week, we're going to get a continuation candle to the upside. This is what I'm looking for, because if we do this, let's say the first half of next week, we only go up. Let's say until Wednesday, Thursday next week, we are pushing close to $100,000, $96,000, whatever. It doesn't matter. And after that, we come a little bit down and retest the golden ratio. I want that retest of the golden ratio, guys, with the next candle. This is what I want. Because if we retest this and still close above that, it automatically signals continuation for the following week. And that means in the coming week, so the following week after the coming week, that's when we break $100,000 and going to stay above $100,000 with continuation into higher price levels. Now, when we look at ZoomX, how my trades are doing here currently, so I'm still up here $5,000 on my Bitcoin trade, $11,000 on the Solana trade. Or actually, I went down here. So since yesterday, I'm $7,000 up, but I was already $14,000 up here on ZoomX. Again, guys, if you want to trade on ZoomX, you still stand a chance to win $500 2 times per week. Only deposit $100. Open one trade, even for $1, doesn't matter. Open, close it, done. And there's a new bonus campaign coming for you guys, potentially next week. I'm waiting only on my manager to give me the go to talk about it. And there is more money for you guys, more money that you can grab when you sign up on ZoomX. And so use the link in the description of this video for that. Now, the liquidation levels have changed here on Bitcoin. You see here, I have not moved this. Yes, yesterday, the liquidity levels, the over-leveraged shorts that were sitting here, they got liquidated in that move here to the upside on the 4-hourly chart. Now, I have to move this a little bit lower. because now we have longs sitting here. And this might be one of the levels that will get hit next if not something outstandingly will happen, so, but I want to see this next week, I want to see that move next week. In the best case scenario, we get a nice push here to the upside into the low leveraged liquidity up here on these liquidation levels. And then it's basically like hitting a nerve, So here, if we go to $96,600, there is then in that moment no liquidation level above us anymore. So, and this is usually and also a level where we kind of hit a nerve, and then price reacts pretty harshly to that. So now a move in that case scenario to $87,000 would be a little bit over dramatic in my opinion, so like almost a 10% move to the downside. But most likely what's going to happen is then the higher leveraged liquidation levels, they will just move here into somewhere into that region. So, and that can definitely be hit at that point, so something to look out for. I believe that the people that have longed here, they will close their positions, and they're gonna long then again from here when we hit 96. So you're gonna see it. I think that this is only vanishing at that point. Now, we only need here on the liquidation heat map to hit $92,300 approximately. Here where we have liquidity currently concentrated, there is $186 million currently sitting in short positions. Once we're tapping into this, we should get another nice short squeeze into $95,000. Here's something also that I want to point out again. When we are hitting a round number like $95,000, expect also here a harsh rejection to the downside. Potentially short-lived, but there will be volatility around the $95,000 level. So if you want to enter Bitcoin long positions, rather do it now with low leverage than do it closer to the $95,000 level, because there you might get chopped up, and that's of course what we don't want. Now, while we are speaking about Bitcoin trade, the next Bitcoin trade for you guys, I almost forgot to give you one. The next Bitcoin trade is really easy, guys. A 4-hourly close, the next 4-hourly close above $91,000, that is where you want to enter. A 4-hourly candle close above $91,000, because that will then also result in continuation to the upside. Currently, we are fighting with the that 4-hourly candle to stay within the golden ratio, but we have still 40 minutes to move here another $400 to the upside. It's not a crazy amount that we need to move here. On the where is this chart now? So here on the BLX chart, here is also something happening. I think we are going to see a little bit of time contraction when it comes to the what is it called again? The fractal. So the fractal that we are seeing here. I believe we are going to experience here time contraction. Normally, we need now to consolidate here a little bit before we get continuation. And I think that would be the case if institutions wouldn't be buying. But because they are buying, I think we can bracket this out here and cancel this out. And we will just see continuation on a weekly scale. At least that's how it feels to me currently, with the tremendous bullishness of the market and the amounts that are getting daily bought by institutions, which is just insane. I want to have a quick look into the chat again before we move on. Where is the chat window now? There's the chat window. Let's see. So let's see. Okay, nothing. Okay. Happy holidays? Why? Where's holidays? For me, every day is a holiday. So I I don't know. So happy holidays. Maybe in your country, happy. Ah, wait, in India, there was something. So maybe you're from India, that's why. So but yeah, okay. Let's go on here. Retracement to 85. Right now, it's definitely not in the cards. I don't see from where it should be coming. So we can have a look at the open interest if there would be something. So I would have expected a move to $85,000 actually from the option expiry and more volatility, which did not happen. So $4.2 billion of options expire and no volatility. So that was a little bit crazy. So here, the open interest, look at this. Yeah, funding rates, the open interest, nothing. Aggregated a bid and ask delta, not crazy. Open interest candles, not crazy. So there you see this is neutral. The delta is neutral. So and that is crazy, guys. So because it's neutral, it means we can go much higher before we actually get a flush. So and how steep the flush is going to be, that's something we need to see, So but right now, I don't see anything here that would suggest that we get a massive flush currently. So now let's start to talk about altcoins, because I know many of you guys are here to get some new altcoin trades. You need your fix. I know it. I know my community. You wanna get the altcoin fix. So now the Bitcoin dominance got rejected as expected from that big resistance area up here. As we talked about this, now we broke back into that rising wedge pattern. I have a problem with that rising wedge pattern currently, because when Bitcoin turns around, Bitcoin doesn't need to turn around. When Bitcoin continues to push to the upside, I expect that the dominance will come back up here a little bit again. We will most likely not go back here to like 61.15%. I think that was potentially the top finally for the dominance, but we're going to see something like a double top, So we come up here, it will be slightly below this, and then we start to crash to the downside. The only reason why the dominance was dropping today is because the total market cap, the total free, started to explode like crazy. You see it here. We went to $836 billion today. And I just want to remind you guys, what did I tell you? When we break above $700 billion, we're going to rip to the upsides. And this is what we are seeing right now. And when we go back here, you see why we got rejected from $836 billion, because here is a resistance in this level. There is a resistance level sitting, and once that is broken, we get again another nice push to the upside. So we can also have a look here what the next push would look like, and which level the next one would lead us to. And I reckon the next one is somewhere up here. So 926 billion would be the next one. And then there's basically only this one left, and everything above leads immediately to a new all-time high in the total free market cap. So let's go back over here now. So there. As I think that by next week we are definitely breaking this, and that by next week we will sit at around $900 billion. So that will again have a ripple effect on altcoins. They're gonna explode massively. Again, similar to what we saw on Ripple. And I'm going to show you many altcoins that I have found that are about to do the same thing. So now I want to have a quick look at my own altcoin trades that I have currently running. So here, Phantom, Telegram, they're all doing well. TIA was doing better today already, but it's fine. I can live with that. because they only get started right now. So I was holding them for quite a while now. I don't know Phantom for like a couple of days, but Telegram was holding a ton for a really long time, and TIA a little bit shorter than Phantom. So, but I'm absolutely fine with that. So if you want to trade on Bybit, guys, and get a $500 free airdrop position, then the only thing that you need to do is deposit $100. Of course, you need to sign up with my link, and then you go to the reward hub, you claim the airdrop voucher, use the voucher, and all the profits that you make with the $500 position, they belong absolutely to you, but you can only trade these coins here currently, these coins. On Monday, I have a chat with Bybit that they actually add some more coins, but currently it's limited to these coins here, and I'm gonna talk about many of these coins actually here in a moment. So Ethereum will soon continue to move here in direction of the $4,000 mark. I will tell you why, because here the stochastic RSI is already turning around, potentially printing today a buy signal if really nothing crazy happens and we get a big flush and that green candle turns red. Currently, that daily candle got rejected from that resistance here at $3,227. I'm not surprised by that. It was in the past a really, really tough level, exactly to that cent to break, a hard level to break for the Ethereum price. So I'm really not surprised to see here another rejection from that exact price level. So, but the indicators are all showing us continuation. Here again, at some point, the price will come down to the EMA ribbon to retest this as support before we get continuation. But here, if we keep this trajectory and Ethereum just wobbles around here in that range, then in 2 weeks, in a little bit more than 2 weeks, the EMA ribbon is so close to the price action that it can just tap it one time and we will not even feel it in the market. What is this? Извините, я знаете, что это здорово. How is this pronounced? Здорово. Здорово. Я знаете, что это здорово. Okay, so this is my Russian guys, you know. So I have no idea what the guy, the second word, what that meant in Russian. So that's basically what I told him. So let's continue here, guys, because time is also running. I'm already here a long time on the stream. Actually not that long, 32 minutes. It's not that bad. So Solana. Oh, I did not see that Solana pulled here back a little bit on the 4-hourly chart. But it's okay. Again, we are still in this trading range here from $203 and $224, riding the EMA ribbon. Even if we come all the way down to $211 into the midsection here, once again, it's absolutely fine. This means hi? Okay, now I know a new word to say hi in Russian. So if we come down here to $211 one more time into the EMA ribbon, the only thing that I would do here is I will add to my positions, guys. The same when we just go to this downward sloping trend line here. Let me see, is Bitcoin pulling back? $200, it's nothing. I think there's not a massive effect on anything else. So guys, what I'm gonna do at the same time. Okay, now I feel it in my positions. So I have here my phone now leaning against the screen. I see it in my positions, but it's fine. It's just a small pullback and nothing to worry about. So Solana on the daily chart also, by tomorrow, most likely it turns around on the stochastic RSI, gives a buy signal continuation. Currently, do we have here? No, not what I was looking for. The target still remains at $260. As long as we stay above $200, any given moment is a good moment to buy Solana. and to hold it into a new all-time high. That will happen here really, really soon. Now, if you use leverage, things are looking a little bit different, guys, so be careful with that. But otherwise, every second below $220 is where you want to buy, because we have here a W formation. I just saw this on the 4-hourly chart, W formation. Once we break $223, we jump really quickly to 245, because that's the technical target of the W pattern, and then 260 is not far away. And when we are so close to all-time high, people get FOMO, and they're going to drive the price really quick past that former all-time high. Then Celestia TA, one of the coins that I'm currently trading. You see here we are retesting right now the 9 moving average. I still believe that we are going to hold this, or if a move below that will be only short-lived. This is a good opportunity to open a trade if you did not do it here at the reclaim of the 0.382 at exactly $5. Because remember, guys, I told you yesterday a good moment to open would be below $5 or slightly above $5. We spiked all the way up to $5.41 today. That was just a small taste of what Celestia can actually do, guys. A really, really small taste. And here's something else why we actually got rejected. You see here, $5.23 is a crucial resistance level that we need to get over. And once we do, Celestia will do something what Uni did, what I always warned you guys about, and also with Render, and we'll just do a moonshot. Most likely first stop into the golden ratio here, and maybe even past that. So I'm not sure yet if we go directly past it or if we stop there, but this is definitely the first level that I'm interested in and looking at for Celestia. So now on the higher time frames, you need to have a look here really quickly. Okay, on the 4-hourly, we are overextended, but I think the 12-hourly and daily, so the 12-hourly looks good. The selling pressure is definitely going away. And on the daily, we get continuation. On the MACD, we are printing a buy signal. The RSI is going to the upside. So here the next couple of days, already tomorrow. So if we close today's candle as it is, by tomorrow you're going to see another candle going above $5.23. That's what I reckon here for Celestia. Then Uniswap. I just want to remember you guys when I said, let me actually, do I have this still here? No. From where can I pull it? From here. So just want to show that again to you guys. What I said the last time. Okay, I can only do one by one. So here, remember what I said the last time. I said when we get the golden cross, that before we get the golden cross, Uniswap will be around $10. So now we are just about to get the golden cross. So if I take here, move this a little bit to the side, you can see a little bit better. By tomorrow, we are putting in the golden cross. So where we are, where are we at right now? We are around the $9 mark, exactly as I told you. And I called it all the way down here, guys. Don't forget this. I called this here at $7. So you are not, okay, you missed the entry down here. That's fine, so, but the next entry you better do not miss, because I can tell you, once Uniswap breaks out of that falling, broadening wedge here, it will make a jump to $12. And if Uni can flip $12, the next move is all the way up here to $16. So almost a 100% move to the upside. So you don't want to miss this move here. How would I trade this? So 2 ways. Either you wait for a break of this horizontal level here at $9.56 roughly. That's one way how you can do that. But you miss out on 5%. Of 100% that you can potentially make, missing out 5% is not the end of the world. So you can definitely survive that, So, or if we would pull back for some weird reason, all the way down to $8.20, that would be the other level where I would be interested. to open a position and hold this then into $16. Da, хорошо. Потом. So now Sui is pulling back. It's not a big surprise. We got really close to the $4 mark that I called. We were at $3.94. Now we are bottoming out on the 1 hourly stochastic RSI. The RSI itself is still slightly bullish. MACD kind of okay, and we are most likely just retesting here the 2.618 level before we are getting again continuation past $4. So I am going to open a new Sui trade. If I did not do it already, I'm not sure anymore. Did I open already a new one? No, I did not. So I'm gonna open here a new Sui trade on Alpha X. I do it with you guys together. So here, this does not look too bad on the 4 hourly chart actually. Go away. So only the stochastic RSI gave us a sell signal. The RSI is going down slightly, but the MACD is still a little bit bullish. But I see here also a small retest of the 2.618. So here, the worst case, we drop another 2% to the 9 moving average before Sui continues to push past $4. So I'm absolutely fine with that. Then Link. Did I want to talk about Link? I'm not sure anymore. Maybe I wanted to do it. Yeah, I remember. Now I remember why I wanted to do that. So Link is on its way to $15.24. We hit this level once, so the trade setup that I had given here all the way down from $11 is completed. The next trade for Link would be this one here. I'll make potentially the stop loss a little bit bigger. Yeah, 5% stop loss is fine. So this is the next trade setup for Link that I'm looking at. So why do I look at this? Because the $15.24 level is a massive resistance level. As you can see here, that consolidation below, before we got a proper break above it, then we had consolidation below because it was resistance. Then we got a big deviation with a retest into support before we broke it again. Then we retested it as resistance. Here again, retest as resistance. But I think the next move, when we come back up here, is the move where we're going to break this. And when we are going to break this, you're going to see another moonshot to the upside, most likely straight into $17, $18, something like this, really quickly. And then the next stop will be here past $20, $21, because Link was at one point, look at this here, in the last bull run, Link was here at $53. Link is one of the coins that will play catch up really quick at some point with that all-time high, the same way that Ripple did it. Now here on Alpha X, I won yesterday the Sui trade that I had running. If I would have held it a little bit longer, or wouldn't had a take profit on that position, I would have made more money than I did, but it's fine. So now I'm going to open a new position because of what I said earlier. So if you want to trade on Alpha X, there with MetaMask or with a Trust wallet, so you don't need to KYC, nothing, and get a $100 sign-up bonus, then also here, use the link in the description, a $100 sign-up bonus. And if you deposit $100, you also stand a chance to win $500 here once per week with Alpha X. So I don't need take profit levels yet, but okay, I got filled. Here's my position. And then I'm gonna target $4.32. So this is what I'm going to target here. Come on. So here, $3.20 liquidation price. I think it's not really likely that I'm going to hit this, but just in case, if I get close to a liquidation price, I would just keep adding to this position and average then my liquidation price to the downside. Now, Ripple is also pulling back, had a massive breakout here. Again, I missed that. I had missed that breakout. Now, the next levels for Ripple after that pullback. So we need to see today where the daily candle is closing to understand where Ripple will go next. If we can stay above $1, if we stay above $1.01 here, that level. Actually, I need to make this into support now, changing the color. So if we stay above this level here, $1.01, Ripple will come back in 48 hours to the $1.18 level, or $1.19, and then move into $1.35. The all-time high for Ripple is also not far away, or at least it doesn't look that far away anymore when you look here at roughly $2, where the all-time high, at least on Binance, was. But I think, because I was there in the bull run when Ripple went up like crazy. I think the original all-time high for Ripple is $3 something. I think Ripple was $3.40 or something like this. And Binance doesn't have it because Binance did not exist at the time when it happened, because it was in 2017, if I'm not mistaken. The all-time high for Ripple was, if I remember correctly, almost $3.50. So, but here on Binance is $2 because that's the one that they recorded. So, but anyway, I believe that Ripple will continue to blast to the upside because it is one of the most hated coins in the industry. And we have broken here this multi-year downward sloping resistance line. And that's why we got that massive pump here to the upside in Ripple. So I don't even know. This is like almost a 100% move here to the upside. Yeah, over 100%, 115% to the upside. Absolutely crazy. Oh, wow. What happened here now? Okay, I still have internet. Let me see. Okay. Are we still good? Are we coming back? Okay, I'm back. I don't know what happened here. So let me get my chat window. Thought already for a moment I had here internet issues. So, with if you are looking for an entry in Ripple, oh wow, look here. Most likely, yeah. So if you get really lucky, what I would do is I would just set some stupid orders, set some stink bits at the 9 moving average. So you have to cancel and open new positions every single time when we get a new 4-hourly candle, because the 9 moving average will go higher. But around the 9 moving average is where I would set some stink bits. Currently at 92 cents. Now with the next 4-hourly candle, most likely it will be at 98 cents, and so on and so on. So now I would of course not do it, because in 15 minutes we open a new 4-hourly candle. So I would wait for that. But there is where I would set some limit orders. So if you are lucky enough, you get filled there and then can trade the bounce back to the upside. So here another reason why we got rejected from $1.25 here. Look how much money is sitting there in sell orders. Almost $500 million worth of sell orders are sitting there. So it's no wonder that we experience such a harsh rejection. And I can tell you already, we will be below $1.07, because here's also $290 million still in sell orders sitting there. Now, I had here other charts prepared for Ripple. Let me go into them. Sand is another coin that you should have on your map right now. And here, the level that you want to look at, where you want to enter, and where we get another impulse move to the upside, is here above 34 cents and 5 on the daily chart. So you see also here again that big resistance cluster here with all these sell orders is pushing the price down below the that cluster. And here, if you get the chance to buy at 30 cents, no, a little bit higher actually, over actually no, 31 cents. 31 cents is the level. So if sand pulls back to 31 cents, I would enter from there. I would set some limit orders there. Otherwise, 34 cents, 0.5, that is where you want to enter and trade this to the upside. Because here also the next level would be 37 cents, 0.4, and afterwards is 42 cents. And also sand has shown in the past that it can do really quick moves to the upside. Look at this here in January 2023. How quick that went on a daily scale from similar levels. So here, once we're getting above 37 cents, expect that we get some moonshots to the upside here. Because Ripple also did this from well-known levels here in the past. And you see this was here, if I count this weekend, 100% move in, I don't know, in what time. So from the 1st of January, within 15 days, 100% move on sand. The next one that I have here on the map is Ape. So Ape, here you will get a really easy entry. The entry that you're looking for is either up here at $1.27 or $1.15. So now, if we can close today, the daily candle above $1.16, I would enter. If not, you want to wait for a break above $1.27. You want to see that today's candle can stay above $1.16. Then again, a moonshot candle. Here you see Ape also did something what Ripple did, but before Ripple. You want to get a move like this once again when we are breaking this downward sloping trend line. So you definitely want to make sure that you are in Ape at that moment, because on the MACD we are really soon flipping here bullish again. This is just a fake out down here. Look how small these candles are. The RSI is already bullish. The stochastic will print a buy signal really soon. So everything screams here that this is going higher faster than everybody's expecting it. Then GRT, here you have potentially to be quick, because GRT is one of the coins that is ready to move here, potentially already by tomorrow to get the move to the upside. That's also one of the coins that I'm currently looking at to open a position on, because also GRT likes to make massive moves here, like this candle over here. So one of these coins will definitely do this. Not all of them, you know, you cannot guarantee stuff like this, but at some point, many of these coins that I'm showing you are going to do that. And GRT is actually one of these coins that are primed to have such strong moves after breaking crucial resistance levels. So then the next one, near, oh, Tom Crown is here. Shout out to you, man. I did not know that you watch my channel. Then near also broke this multi-month downward sloping resistance line here. Also here currently at the level that we are sitting at, I'm not really interested to enter unless it would be spot or to add to my spot positions. Only then I would be looking to open or to add to existing positions for the simple fact that the stochastic is a little bit too high, and also the RSI is getting here a little bit overbought soon. Yeah, I will keep streaming, bro. I will keep streaming. Actually, we should. It's a pity that we never met, man. You know, so because at least I cannot remember that I saw you at a Bybit event or something like that. You know, so we should change that. We should definitely change that. You should actually come next time to Singapore. I was there this year with all the other guys. You should come next year, and then we party together. So yeah, so here with near, I would wait a little bit. If you're looking for an entry, I would go here to the 1 hourly or the 4 hourly chart. Yeah, 4 hourly chart looks really not good, guys. That looks not so good. I would wait. I would wait here. This is most likely going to pull back a little bit more, back to like, I would say $5.60, $5.24, something like that. That are levels that I would be interested, and setting up some limit orders at these levels. If they're not getting hit and we get a bounce from $5.58, or actually, yeah, I said $5.60, yes. So that is in alignment with that downward sloping trend line. So it makes a lot of sense that we potentially bounce from there back to the upside. Now, the next one that I have on my map is still Arbitrum. But Arbitrum, that is the wrong chart. I have another Arbitrum chart over here. So here's my other Arbitrum chart. So the trade that I've given you guys a couple of days ago is doing pretty well here. Also here, the stochastic is about to turn around. The RSI is extremely bullish. MACD is giving continuation. So here, if you want to enter here with leverage, do it with just a small amount, 2, 3, 5x, not anything bigger than that. But here, I would also wait a little bit. 66 cents, 0.6 is the level that I want to be broken for continuation. And otherwise, if we get a pullback, then here at 63 cents, the 0.786, that is the level where you either add to your position or open a new position if you don't currently have a position. That's how I would play here Arbitrum. So something else with Arbitrum is also the downward sloping trend line was already broken. Also the dashed one was already broken. So here at any given moment, once we are breaking here above the 66.6 cent level, we should get a rocket ship into the golden ratio here. Now, that's a little bit inconvenient to flip around here. ICP, I know one of you guys asked for ICP. So ICP has also broken this multi-month downward sloping trend line already. But, and here comes the but, we need to hold the golden ratio. So if we can close above the golden ratio today, you can open a position, and then the Fibonacci extension level, the 1.618, the $12 mark will be the next level that will be targeted here to the upside. And also here, you are going to see ICP flying once we break $10.12. So until then, it can chop around a little bit gradually to the upside. But once we get above $10.12, we should see here a nice move to the upside. Tom, if you are still around, I'm not sure if you are in the YouTube influencer WhatsApp group. I'm gonna hit you up there on private. Otherwise, text me on Twitter. Text me on Twitter. We should link up, man. Sorry for that, guys. It's not every day that I have other YouTubers raiding my stream. Usually I'm the guy, going to my friends when they are streaming. So now the next one is Axie Infinity. Also, a lot of people were hating on. Is it Axie Infinity? Let me just. I think that what. I know it's a gaming token. Yeah, Axie Infinity. I knew it's Axie Infinity. So Axie Infinity, gaming token. Here also, we are really close to break this downward sloping trend line and that horizontal level at $5.71. Once we're breaking above that, also moonshot to the upside. Otherwise, pull back into $5.50, and that's the other level where you're opening a position. The indicators also here, look at this continuation on the MACD. We're about to print a buy signal. RSI spikes to the upside, as on many, many other coins that we have seen here in the past. And this, if you paid attention, you see altcoins doing more or less the same thing, especially if they are in the same category of altcoins. So here are right now a lot of gaming coins, they are doing this, but also infrastructure, AI, they're all setting up in the same exact way. Because how many times did I say now here on the stream, we get here a darker green candle on the MACD and it looks like continuation, and that the stochastic looks like this, and we get a spike in the RSI, and that on the daily chart. Mostly was like 80% of the coins that I've shown so far, so they are all synchronized. they only move differently in terms of the way that they're spiking, because every coin is has different momentum, based on community and stuff like that, and which market makers also behind that. I know one guy asked for 1 inch. 1 inch. Actually, I met some of the guys in Bangkok while I was there on the conference. They are really funny guys. I love these guys. I was partying with them many times. It's also a good project. So here they also broke already the downward sloping trend line. Here you did not see an absolute crazy move because of the horizontal level of 32 cents. Why is that level so important? Because in the past, you see here this big wick that came down and it held support at 32 cents. And also over here, there was a lot of buying pressure, buying 1 inch back to the into higher levels, because this was such a strong support level. So, and when it broke here, it turned into a massive resistance. And you see also here, when it broke that level, from there it had a massive run to the upside. So now we see the same thing again. We had here the first test. Here we have the second test. The next time that we come up here, most likely we are going to break it. And then the first level that I would be looking at for taking profit on a short-term trade would be around 38 cents. Between 36 and 38 cents, that's where I start to take profit, depending on how the price is reacting, because that is the next cluster where we had in the past massive support. You see here this whole area where the price moved to the upside. The underlying support level was 38 to 36 cents until we broke it. So that should be the next bigger resistance level on the move to the upside. So, but also here, like I said, once we break above 32 cents, 36, 38 cents should be happening really quickly within 2-3 days, in my opinion. Now, let me have a look here. Okay, we move on to other coins. Rune on the daily chart, that is one of the coins that's looking currently not so good, but we are still holding the golden ratio and the EMA ribbon. I want to have a look here on the lower time frames, and I actually going to stop the stream, not right now, but pretty soon, because we go already over an hour. I don't want to make it too long. On the 4-hourly chart, also not looking really good right now. So here you might get a chance, if you get it, you might get a chance for a really beautiful entry here at the support level of $5.28. So if for any reason Rune moves to $5.28, I would enter this, because you see here it was already multiple times tested as support. Also over here, there when it flipped into support. So this is a level that I would be looking at for continuation to the upside, because currently we are correcting. And if we are not able to hold the golden ratio at $5.53, $5.60, then that would be the level that I would be looking at. If we reclaim $5.60, then I enter from here with a 30-minute candle close and trade this past $7 here into the Fibonacci extension level, the 1.618. The next one, AVAX. AVAX was one that I wanted actually to talk about with you guys, because AVAX is currently consolidating, has also broken the downward sloping trend line. Look here. I don't need to tell you what you see on the indicators, so it's the same shit once again. Here, you only need to wait for a break of $35. And once we break $35, AVAX is going to moon to the upside. So if we would get a further pullback, then I would look at $32.83 for an entry. Now with upside targets for AVAX, I would say the next level, $43.74. That is the next level that we are targeting once we are breaking $35. So, and that is a 20% move, a 25%, almost a 25% move to the upside. So that is definitely juicy, so if you trade this even on 5x, this is 125%. that you make on that move. So, and here's something else. The all-time high for AVAX is not $65 up here. You know, so AVAX, I think it was almost $200 or $140 in the last bull run. Yeah, $147. So then I believe this bull run, we're going to break this. I don't believe that AVAX will stay below $100 for a long time now in this bull run. So I believe that AVAX could be by January, February, again, above $100. And then Casper is also one that you should definitely have on your radar currently, because here we did not break the downward sloping trend line yet, but you see it gets retested over and over again. So most of you guys, if you were around, we are in Casper since all the way down here. That's when I gave you that call where I said, hey, look at this, it will spike to the upside, it will come back here, and then it's going to run. And that's exactly what we are seeing here currently. Now, I would wait for a daily close above that downward sloping trend line. Worst case, like minimum what I would do is a 4-hourly close above there. Because I believe the next time that the price action is going above, what is it now, 14 cents, 0.5 roughly, it's also going to shoot here into the target range of 16 cents, 0.8 and 18 cents. In that area, I'm looking to take some profit. And once Casper, and here you can see it already, I don't need to say much about this. Once we are breaking here, 18 cents, 0.4, it will go into new all-time high, past 20 cents. So, and then the sky is the limit for Casper. So I know that I said to the Russian guy that I have a look on Matic. So where was my original Ripple chart here? 1 inch. And Tau, the English guy who gave me £5. So Tau, I also did not forget. If you're still here, I'm gonna talk next about actually first Tau, then I'm gonna do Matic, and then I'm leaving. So Tau, let's see how. Oh, that looks. I like how Tau looks already from first glance. So here, this downward sloping trend line was broken, and that looks like a falling wedge to me. Yeah, so here that falling wedge was broken. The next target, so the target of that falling wedge breakout is all the way up here at $686. We're currently at 511, so this is like a 30% move to the upside from current price levels. Now on the shorter time frames, we might come as low as $484 in the worst case scenario. So here what I would do is, we are only 2% away from the $500 mark. I would set some limit orders between $500 and $485, just in case that we go a little bit lower. And then you can add more to that position when we break here this downward sloping trend line, because here is a smaller, as you can see here, here's a smaller falling wedge shaping up. If I go to 4-hourly chart, you see better. See here what I mean? So here's a small falling wedge. So this can go as low as $480 before this jumps here to the upside. So, but if you have limit orders at $485, you know, so you never know if it just wicks here to $477 and we were not able to catch it. Better have an order at 485, because if it goes below 485, automatically you will get filled. You know, you have to get filled. So, and then you are in, and then you can ride to the upside. What does it matter if it's like 1.5% dropping lower, you know? So, and then shoots to the upside past or close to $700. Then the next one was Pole. So that is Matic. So Matic currently at 40 cents. Let's see, I actually did not have a look here. Let me actually see if I can still get a Matic chart from somewhere. Can I? Okay, futures is nowhere seen anymore. but I still get Binance US should be fine because I just want to have more history. It's anyway same. Doesn't really matter. So here I see already downward sloping trend line, not broken yet. So if I draw it from here, maybe. Let's see. No, not broken yet. So once we are breaking this, Matic will move a little bit higher, but I have a big problem with all these sell orders here. These big sell orders will prevent Matic to give us a moonshot. So here you can see again a horizontal level all the way up here at 61, almost 62 cents. Once that level is taken out, you're gonna get a moonshot to the upside because there's not a lot of resistance. There's a lot of imbalances. See here, imbalance over here. Then on the way down, this one was filled. Yeah, so this is the only imbalance that I see here right now. So, but this is already at almost 85 cents, you know, so a move from 62 to 85 cents is also roughly a 40% move. That's already a lot of money, guys, that you can make here, you know. So on the indicators, again, it looks the same like everywhere else. Guys, I want to stop the stream. We are so long here on the stream already. I feel that I get already stupid from looking at the charts for over 2 hours here with you guys together, even though I enjoy it a lot. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. Tom, if you're still here, thank you for tuning in. Guys, don't forget, smash up the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and I'll see you with more money, I hope, tomorrow.